Hey, Bricks is Brickley here, and in this video, we're going to take a look at one of the retired LEGO themes, which LEGO definitely should bring back. Of course, we're going to talk about LEGO The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, an amazing theme from back in 2012. I just loved The Lord of the Rings, as well as, of course, The Hobbit from 2012 till 2014, and I sincerely believe that these themes should be brought back in 2022 or 2023. Because it's been a long time since the release of 2012, of course, of the LEGO The Lord of the Rings theme. I mean, undoubtedly, this theme was amazing, and it's been too long. So without a doubt, I would definitely bring this back. And in this video, we're going to take a look at all of the reasons why LEGO The Lord of the Rings should be brought back in 2022, and of course, 2023, maybe. I sincerely hope it's going to be brought back. So let's go ahead and get right into the first reason why LEGO The Lord of the Rings should be brought back. Well, of course, it is just an amazing theme. I mean, back in the day, LEGO The Lord of the Rings was really one of the top teams. Actually, in 2012, it was on all the shelves. And I don't know if you remember, but there were so many awesome sets, and I still, up to this day, actually own every single LEGO The Lord of the Rings set. I remember getting all of these, and I mean, it's just really nostalgic to me. And despite the fact that it's been a long time, there's a high demand for the LEGO Lord of the Rings. I mean, these sets are really becoming expensive on Bricklink and, of course, on eBay. Just take a look at this. The LEGO Helm's Deep set price is just insane. Of course, all of the minifigure prices are also rising to the moon. I mean, for a Grima Wormtongue minifigure, you're paying a lot of money. Even, of course, all of the Urkai and the Orcs, and of course the Rohan soldiers as well. Definitely really expensive minifigures. And above all else, of course, all of the characters from the Fellowship of the Ring are also becoming quite expensive, especially the Hobbits. Actually, those are really expensive minifigures. So the first reason is actually, of course, the rising set prices. I mean, it's definitely insane to consider how expensive the sets and the minifigures are becoming nowadays. So I definitely would love to see some remakes, of course, making sure that everything will become a little bit less expensive. I know that, of course, the prices will stay for the older sets because they're just nostalgic. But I mean, if LEGO was able to bring out a couple of new sets, and of course, for a couple of years, actually, maybe just 1 year, we would see a drop in prices of course, main characters, because the demand will actually be a lot less. So that is definitely the first reason. And next up, actually, of course, we got the new TV series coming in 2022 in September, of course. And I know that there's a bit of controversy going on around, of course, the Rings of Power. I mean, we don't really know what sort of scenes are going to be portrayed within the series. Of course, it's going to be TV 14 rated, so it's not going to be R rated, but it's actually not for people under 14 years old. That's a bit of a shame, actually, because The Lord of the Rings itself was, of course, for all ages, I believe. I'm not sure. I actually watched it back when I was 7 years old. That's just me out there, but I mean, I'm not really sure if, of course, Amazon is actually gonna add in some of those Game of Thrones scenes and such. So I hope it's going to be free of that, and we're going to be able to get the LEGO The Lord of the Rings sets from that. But I highly actually think that it won't really matter, of course, for the series. I mean, the series will, of course, release, and I do think that LEGO will try to release some sets around that. I mean, back in the day with the LEGO Lord of the Rings, LEGO was really successful, but they actually started around the release of the Hobbit movie, actually, with of course, producing LEGO The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit sets. I mean, that was really successful. They had 2 games out back then, the LEGO Lord of the Rings, and of course the Hobbit. Really successful LEGO games, and I actually don't really think that LEGO will release any more of those games, because they actually canceled the Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies DLC back in 2014 or 15, I believe, something like that. So that's definitely a bummer, actually, but I mean, there's a high chance that they will release sets, but I think it's unlikely that they will release another LEGO Lord of the Rings video game. So that is a bit of a shame, because that would be a great reason to release more sets. I mean, it really invites a lot of kids to also collect LEGO sets, because I, back in the day, was a kid and I enjoyed playing the games, and that is the main reason why I really wanted to get those sets. So yeah, that's just a bit of a reason out there. But besides, actually, I mean, the series, it's going to be great for, of course, Tolkien fans. I'm not really sure what the series is going to be like. I'm actually really hyped for it. and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with it. I'm actually really happy that, of course, there's going to be a series, but I mean, we're going to see what happens in September. The series might even be a total failure, but we're going to wait and see. But nonetheless, I do think that LEGO could have a big opportunity with, of course, bringing back the LEGO Lord of the Rings. They might even bring out some sets for the Rings of Power, but I'm not really sure, so we're just going to wait and see. Actually going to move on to another reason why LEGO The Lord of the Rings should be brought back, which is actually the LEGO Ideas website. I mean, if you take a look at the LEGO Ideas website, you can see a lot of projects by fans, and zooming in, actually, you can see a lot of LEGO The Lord of the Rings Ideas projects, of course. And in addition, just so many builds regarding The Lord of the Rings within the mock community, and a lot of demand on YouTube as well. You can see really a big demand in LEGO The Lord of the Rings sets as well. It's just insane. But zooming in on, of course, LEGO Ideas, I mean, you can see a lot of projects that are noticeable on Ideas, and many of those are actually not approved, unfortunately. I mean, you got Barad-dûr, you got Minas Tirith. I think it would be really great if we would see a LEGO Bree set or something like that, because that would be connected to some sort of LEGO castle line. I mean, LEGO is really a big fan of producing castles and such, and I do think it's realistic to say that LEGO would bring out a LEGO Bree set if they decided to ever return to the LEGO Lord of the Rings. But I do definitely think that this project on LEGO Ideas is just really realistic, and especially the fact that he actually created a lot of play features with colors and such. I mean, really a great UCS Bree. But yeah, there's really a high demand on LEGO Ideas, so definitely a big chance for LEGO, of course, noticing that the fan base really wants LEGO Lord of the Rings to return. I mean, they already noticed it, of course. I mean, they actually replied to some comments on Instagram, I believe, but other than that, I mean, we got the fan base, of course, which is the fourth reason, actually. And talking about the fan base, actually, I mean, we had a high fan base of LEGO Lord of the Rings back in 2012. And, of course, also a lot of people who weren't really 100% fans of Lord of the Rings, but really liked LEGO, also collected the sets. I mean, you could see a lot of LEGO Lord of the Rings reviews on YouTube. And back in the day, I mean, all of the LEGO themes were quite popular and nostalgic. And right now, actually, looking back at 2012, I mean, we had a lot of great themes, actually. We had Star Wars, we had Lord of the Rings, of course, a lot of other epic stuff. We didn't have Harry Potter back in the day, so that might be preventing, of course, LEGO Lord of the Rings from returning, because there are a lot of people into Harry Potter nowadays, of course, back in the day as well. But I mean, it's going to be quite hard for LEGO to have two big themes going on, Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. So I do hope that they're going to be able to do that. But I mean, the Lord of the Rings fan base is so big. We got a lot of mock creators out there like LEGO Mocklock, and just take a look at how many followers these people get. It's insane. So definitely, I agree on the fact that the fan base is big. I mean, we could potentially see a lot of support. I mean, many LEGO Ideas projects get 10,000 supporters. That is definitely an example of how many people really want the LEGO Lord of the Rings to return. I mean, there's a high demand for this theme, and I definitely think it will return if we show how badly we want it. But yeah, those were actually all the 4 reasons why the LEGO Lord of the Rings should return, in my opinion. And I definitely think that there's a high chance, but I'm not gonna gamble or anything. I'm not gonna get your hopes up. I really hope it's gonna return, and if not, we're gonna have to enjoy the older sets. I sincerely hope it's gonna return one day, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up because of the new series. Actually, I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out and if it's going to be suited for LEGO sets. But if it's going to be suited, I mean, who knows? We might even get some Rings of Power sets. We might get some original trilogy LEGO Lord of the Rings sets, or maybe The Hobbit. Who knows? It might be anything up to this point, but I definitely hope that LEGO is gonna revive this theme. So this was actually one of the first videos regarding LEGO nostalgia, a new series on my YouTube channel Brickley, in which I'm gonna go and take a look at some older LEGO sets from all over the years. And if you have any other LEGO themes you want to see return on YouTube, or anything else regarding LEGO The Lord of the Rings, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I will happily make a video about that. And if you did enjoy watching this video, of course, let me know by leaving a thumbs up to support it. Go subscribe to Brickley for more epic content, and I will see you all in the next video on my YouTube channel, Brickley.
It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. kiss your head.